By the time you're my age, you have learned just about everything I want you guys to know. Remembering it is the hard part.
So you know everything?
Pretty much. A 100-year-old man was asked the secret to his long life. He said, 75 years ago, my wife and I vowed that if ever we quarrel, the loser would have to walk 5 miles. So I've been walking 5 miles a day for 75 years. I'm in shape. But how come your wife's so healthy? He said, she's followed me each day to make sure I walk all 5 miles. Well, everyone wants to live longer. We're told, eat well, don't smoke, stay slim, move around. And sometimes a story with a surprise ending can help us live a little longer too. Here it goes. Nearly 80 years ago, a boy and his dad farmed a small piece of land, taking the veggies in an ox-drawn cart to sell in the nearby city. They had little in common. The old man believed in slow and steady. The type A son believed in hurry. Early one morning, they started out on the long journey. The son prodded the ox with a stick, urging this beast to go faster. If we walk all day and night, we'll be there by morning, he said. Take it easy, son, advised his father. You're going to live longer. 4 miles down the road, they came to a quaint house. The father smiled. It's your uncle's place, you know. Let's say hello. But we've already lost an hour, complained the son. A few more minutes won't matter, said his dad. We see each other so seldom. The boy was fuming, while his dad and uncle laughed and talked. And back on the road, the old man led the ox, and at a fork in the road, he led the ox to the right. The left is shorter, said the son. I know, son, replied the old man, but this way is more picturesque. The son was angry. Have you no respect for time? I respect it very much, said his dad. That's why I use it, to enjoy each moment to the fullest. The winding path led through graceful meadows, along a rippling brook until the sunset came into view. The old man pulled the ox to a halt. Let's sleep here, he said. The son snapped. This is the last trip I am taking with you. You are more interested in watching sunsets and smelling flowers than making money. Why, that's the nicest thing you've said to me in a long time, smiled his father. Minutes later, he was snoring as the boy glared up at the night sky, at the stars. Before sunrise, he shook his father awake. A mile down the road, they happened upon a stranger trying to pull his cart out of a ditch. Let's help him, said the father. And lose more time? The boy exploded. Relax, son. You might be in a ditch yourself sometime. We need to help others in need. It was already 8 o'clock when the cart was out of the ditch and they were back on the road. Suddenly, a great flash split the sky and what sounded like thunder. Beyond the hills, the sky grew dark. Looks like rain in the city, said the old man. If we had hurried, grumbled his son, we'd already be there. This kind old gentleman said, take it easy. You'll last longer. You'll enjoy life so much more. It was late afternoon when they reached the hill overlooking the big city. They stopped and stared down at it for a very long time. Neither spoke. Finally, the young man put his hand on his father's shoulder and said, I see what you mean, Dad. Then they turned their cart around and began to slowly roll away from what had once been the great city of Hiroshima, now a radioactive wasteland. You know, I've been that son, rushing forward, lacking patience, forfeiting peace and joy. Surely the key to a rich and satisfying life, however long it is, involves ditching the tyranny of the urgent and trusting our wise Heavenly Father. I think I'm going to go out for a walk and think about that. Maybe a 5-mile walk. I'll see if my wife wants to come along. Hey, babe. Hey, I just want to thank you because every time you push the subscribe button, something really cool happens to me. And so, would you just push it, just now? Thank you. Oh, pizza. Thank you. Excellent. Pepperoni.